Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Cuffin the Dip coming at you guys with another one. Got my boy JustAman 04 in the building. How you feeling, man?
What's good, everybody? How we doing, man? Feeling good. It's a beautiful Wednesday here. It was a good day. Got a little golfing this afternoon with my dad.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hard to complain about today.
It was warm over there?
Absolutely not. It was like 50. It's like 50, low 50s, windy, but
Okay.
free golf is free golf.
Well, that temperature on a sunny day is not bad. I can take that
Yeah.
temperature. And
I mean, I went out there with I had a pullover on, and I ended up I had a pullover and like some golf sweats, I guess you could call them. They're like fancy things that I can wear at a country club. But I had those on. I ended up taking the pullover off because it got hot.
okay,
But
okay.
Tony
Yeah.
in the building. What's good, man?
What's going on, Tony? BTC 107K. Well, it was yeah. When we were supposed to stream, yes, it was 110%. BTC was at $107,000.
You know what? I just realized that YouTube didn't delete that after a certain amount of time. Those comments have been there since the other day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Mm.
StreamYard
You-
has it
you-
heavy too. Okay,
That's what's up.
but yeah,
What's
man,
good with you, man? How's your week been? How you doing?
pretty good, man. Been mapping out this market. I'm gonna start what I told people I was gonna start today. I'm gonna erase my indicators and say bye bye to them and kind of look at the market from just a perspective of just looking at it with the indicators and then add just different levels kind of as we go and get closer to them and then kind of see if we reach them instead of having all the distractions. You guys can watch me build the distractions. Then when somebody new comes in saying, I don't know what's going on. Well, you should have been here. Go back to episode 6 where you started at, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think it's going to be fun, man. I think it's going to be fun kind of mapping it out. But
That's what's up. And I know a lot of folks, like when you do pull up your charts, man, it is extremely overwhelming. And I, even being a seasoned investor, trader, and your friend, and have known you and have been looking at your charts for a long time, it's still sometimes it's like, and then you zoom out and I'm like, okay, cool, that makes a little more sense. But yeah, man, it's, if you don't know how to read a chart, this is definitely the place to be. Cuff is, I mean, he's pretty damn smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I definitely would tap in with him and hang around this channel, and make sure you got the like button hit. Make sure you got the notification bell hit. If you're not subbed and all that good stuff, do that for us. They definitely appreciate it. And now, one other thing, real quick, Cuff, we're able to stream to multiple locations. Not only do we have Cuff, we got Cuffs on YouTube, we got Cuff Twitter or X, but we also have mine, JustAman04, over on YouTube and Twitter. So we're able to kind of reach out and touch a few more folks. So it's pretty
yeah,
solid.
definitely. So it doesn't really matter where you're watching from, as long as you're tuning in and kind of checking us out, man, getting this good information. But also just the vibe, we do respond in the chat. So if you're watching on X, if you're watching on YouTube, it doesn't matter. You can comment, and we kind of do scroll through those. So, and I definitely do love an interactive stream to where I can kind of get to know the different people inside of the chat, man. We've been doing that for some years now. I guess I can say that now, for some years, that kind of
Yeah.
have an interactive chat and kind of, you know what I mean, kind of picking people's brains and how they feel about the market also. Because if we just come straight into it, and let's go ahead and full screen this up, we look at what what Bitcoin's been doing, man. Looking at this, you see a 5.5% pullback on a 24-hour period on Bitcoin, and that would scare most, but more of the seasoned investors are kind of looking at it from the perspective of, you know what I mean? It's Bitcoin at 100,000 right now. So I don't really have too many complaints. Some of them bought as low as 20,000, some bought lower than that, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of people still heavily in profits at this point. You know, the market has to take a breather, and we had some news on top of that. What's your perspective on that, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that we were able to get above 100K and hold above 100K. So I mean, that's a really solid indication for long term for me. But 5.5%, when I see that, I want to know why. Why is there 5.5%? Is this just the charts just breathing and kind of taking a second little pause, or is there a real reason why we see 5% down? And if you look and go and look at the Fed today, they actually are the FOMC. They actually lowered, I think, the inflation rate by like 0.25%, 25 basis points. But afterwards in the press conference, you heard uh, Jerome Powell. You got to be black. You heard Jerome Powell kind of the 2025 was actually, they were actually probably gonna, they were looking to be at like 3.4, and they're probably not going to reach. They're going to kind of reduce the amounts that they're cutting next year, just kind of what they're seeing. So to me, it's not necessarily the biggest news, the biggest bullish news. So they're kind of little hawkish there. So when you see that, that could be a little bit of reason why people are kind of pulling back, just kind of on the comments of Mr. Jerome Powell, who is not black. He's actually white.
Yeah, that was from a funny comment from a previous stream, but that's hilarious. But so I'm looking at it from a perspective of, like I said, kind of a more seasoned investor. This is still Bitcoin at 100K. Then I'm also looking at it from the perspective of, if you guys tune into the stream that was just before this one, I called that we were going to have a pullback in the market, and this is not exactly where I figured the market will pull back to, but I don't know if this is done yet. This 5.5% in the 24-hour period for Bitcoin, and then 6.6% on Ethereum is kind of drastic as far as a pullback for the market. So we're gonna have to kind of see where this lands at. I'm gonna pull my chart up at some point, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it just right this second. But I'm just thinking from my perspective. I think that Bitcoin still looks good right now, 100K, but I think that we pull back. My guess was the lowest, probably like 89 to like 90K range, was like my low range for a pullback, for us to kind of bounce and then kind of proceed forward. But it could stop before that, depending on what support level kind of holds. When we get some bullish news in the market, we got the holidays coming up, and then we got the inauguration coming up shortly after that. So some things are going to have the market kind of wishy-washy. So we could go into a period to where we kind of pull back for a little bit, you know what I mean? And then once we pull back, we can, hold on, let me show this. So Bitcoin's at 100K. Like I said, if it's at 90K, I probably see Ethereum. What would be your guess on Ethereum? We got 3,600 right this second. What is 6 points pullback?
That's, I mean, 3, maybe 31. Maybe it dips under 3. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking like the 27 to 28 range. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe it teeters between 3, but and then dips down to like 27 for a bit and then pops back up. But
right,
I do think that it kind of goes that low at the very least, around like 3K range, especially if Bitcoin's at like 90K at that point. So that's just my thought process of just how things will work out. It could work out different, and it depends on how bad the pullback is. You can see even XRP had a nice pullback, 10% right there on the day. It's at $2.32 right now. BNB, not so bad of a pullback, but still 4.2, getting hit just like the rest of the market. $690. Solana is not looking too horrible, still at $200, but still had almost an 8% pullback. Dogecoin almost a 9% pullback. So it looking like everybody got hit about 5 to 10% just throughout the market today. It's kind of looking like.
Yeah, and honestly, like I wouldn't be surprised if we see, where we have some nice days of green and then followed by a couple of pullbacks, days like this. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens all the way up until, all the way up until the inauguration, which is what, about a month away. I think, was it January 20th is when that happens. So, it's what, December 18th. So, you're about a month away. So over the next 4 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of see this pattern of, you know, it really is going to be like a month of consolidation, but you'll have, some peaks and valleys, uh, you know. So hopefully the inauguration can kind of sort that out for us.
Yeah. So I think that we got bullish times ahead because if you look on the long term indicators, that's what we're kind of indicating that on a wider span, just looking forward, that we still, and let me do it so you guys see it live. Trash can drawings. Goodbye. That actually hurts. I don't even know if you guys know, but that actually hurts a little bit.
Just because I know how much work went into to putting that together. Yeah, I can imagine.
All right. So only thing on the screen, there's none of my damn drawings at all, period. Just this is just a raw chart. You do see two indicators on here, but other than that, this is just the chart and trading history that we're looking at. So let's see. So we're starting to pull back a little bit. I kind of explained that if you can look at the previous previous history we're at, we're pretty much like right here in the pump as far as like just hitting the all-time high, pulling back a little bit, and then kind of needing a breather within the chart. So I would say if I can get it located, maybe we're around this range to where it just realized pull back. We need to figure out where we're going to bottom out, kind of trade sideways, and then from there to bounce. And then I think we reach a new all-time high from there. So if that is the case, that's good. Long term, like I was saying, if I'm just looking at this overall, this is still really bullish. We had a bullish uptrend, a bit of a pullback consolidation, and then kind of moving back up, and then it's still within the uptrend because we're getting higher highs and higher lows within this trend, even with the pullback that we just got recently. But this is on a month time span, so each candle individually is a month. So pull it back to the week, kind of see the pullback just a bit more. Still somewhat bullish on this week time frame, but you can see it's not as developed as that month time frame. Let's pull it back to the day, kind of blow it up a little bit. So if you can look on a day, on a shorter time frame, you can see we were quite bullish. This is where we kind of had signals to buy and broke out, and then we kind of stuck on this uptrend right here. And once we kind of got on this trend, like even if I just mock the just 2 seconds, not even really looking, so you guys can see, make the line thicker. All right, so is green a terrible color for this? Maybe. All right, yeah, that's way more visible. So just to throw up a mock line for the uptrend that we were going into, you can see around this range right here, we kind of broke out of our uptrend, and we tried to retest and go back into this range around here, and it did not succeed. So got a rejection. You can see that we're kind of pulling back, and then we have, I feel, in my opinion, from just looking at this, a little bit more to go as far as the uptrend. It may try to push back up, get another rejection, just a little bit lower than it rejected previously, and then come back down. But that's my perspective. I was kind of shit. How long ago that was? A couple of days ago that I called that out. That I felt like it was going to go up and then come back down. So I'm gonna start
Just
stitching this together.
Monday, I believe, is when that was.
Yeah, I'm gonna start stitching these things together so people know I'm not like a crazy guy rambling. But no, that's just my perspective. I feel like the news kind of aligns with kind of what my thought process was. This is, I don't know, you like reading the articles.
I mean, some, yeah. Ethereum rose 28% in the last month, surpassing Bitcoin and Solana. On-chain data shows that the capital inflows into both Bitcoin and Ethereum boosted their recent price gains. Ethereum has fallen below 3,920 with support at 3,820 and major levels at 3,780, 3,650, and 3,500. Resistance is around 4,000 with targets of 4120, 4250, and 4320 if broken.
Dude, I actually like the fact that this like this website kind of gives you insight like that. May not
Yeah, for
be
sure.
like exact points, and most people may not know how to like map out a chart to different ranges, but it does give you like just like a basic template. You know what I mean? It's a basic template of just what you can look at and what you can look forward to. So
Yeah,
it's
and it's something that you can work backwards off of. You can kind of, okay, how did they get to that number, and then kind of see where, okay, well, what's so special about 40 or 4,000, or what's so special about 37,820 or whatever it is, and then you kind of go back and see, okay, there's support levels there, there's resistance there, those kind of things. So
yeah,
that's pretty solid.
definitely. So on the 4 hour, you kind of get my perspective just a little bit more. Indicator saying, yo, around this range, I will probably get out of here shortly after this range. And this kind of key indicator, bam, we get a dump in the market. So it's kind of interesting. Some indicators you can somewhat rely on, you know what I mean? Sometimes it gives it a little bit later. That pump started before it kind of indicated that it was going to be a pump. So you gotta look into it a little bit more. But these definitely help. Same thing on we're going reverse on Bitcoin. So same thing on Bitcoin. You can see around this candle, and this is what I mean by like it's like it's a lagging indicator, so it gives you it late. I would have loved to know like no, right here, like tell me about right here that this is coming down, you know what I mean? But if you look at the indicators around this range, we're still looking pretty damn bullish at this point, right? We got a solid green band. We're not thin like this point right here yet, still going up, but starts to go down, lagging indicator kicks in, tells you to sell way down here. I don't know if it would be at the beginning. I didn't see what indicator popped up, beginning or like the end of this candle. But at this point, it's I wouldn't say it's too late because I feel like there's probably some more up downtrend to come, especially how this indicator is kind of like just shooting straight down. So I don't know. This is gonna be interesting to watch though. Just this period. Like I said,
Yeah,
bullish on the
and
day
it's
frame.
and it's amazing how one piece of news can change everything. One tweet from Elon used to send Doge going crazy. uh, you know, one little piece of news from the FOMC today, and next thing you know, we got red in the streets, of crypto. So um, that's another thing that's hard to you can have all this mapped out, and then something like that happens, and you know
Yeah, definitely.
it goes to crap real quick.
But yeah, this is our day time frame kind of zoomed out. You can see we kind of broke our bullish nature around this range. Retest wasn't going too well. Retest, bam, sell off on retest. So 9 times out of 10, this will start to indicate that it's going to come down a little bit shortly, is what it looks like. Week, still bullish overall, still in a nice uptrend. So we could
But
really
even
see.
if you look, like, if you look at, like, if you go back on this chart here, you got the where we are right now. Just had a nice little, some nice gains there. Then consolidation. I'm working backwards. Then it consolidated, and then we see the last leg up. That's kind of that consolidation period is kind of what I see over the next month. That's kind of how I see it over the next month, kind of moving. We'll have some downs and some ups, some downs, but overall for the next month, we're kind of going to be in the same kind of range. I think personally.
Yeah, same general range. I feel like. So if you look on the week time frame, let me see. We're still looking pretty bullish. The consolidation range was really around like 60, 70K, and then it kind of took off from there, and it's just been going straight up from there. But it's still super bullish as far as the indicators we get right now.
Yeah,
So
especially when you zoom out, you really start to see the picture overall. When we get so stuck looking at the hour and the 4 hour or the day, you start zooming out to that week, that month, that you really start seeing kind of the full view of everything.
yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
That's why you'll hear people saying, to zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, and you can kind of take a look at it from an above view, and it helps kind of ease those bad days.
Yeah, and the reason my target for this pullback in particular is mm, around like 89 90K is because that's recently in this chart with it taking off and making new all-time highs. This is the area that has made its best support at. So if we fall into a downtrend at this moment, it may go down and below that point, but I do think that the price action and the buy orders that are probably in for around that range are heavy. So we should wake up and start to probably move forward around that range. So this is if we do kind of fall into like a complete downtrend rather than this just being a retest of this previous support, which the retest will be around this range, this thinner. Green. If you're new here or if you watch this later, any of my support levels will always be green. Make it too. It's just kind of thin. All right. So it'll always be green. Red will be my resistance level. Anything like yellow or gold will be like my golden range to where if I feel like if all goes the way it's supposed to, that this will pretty much bounce around this range. So like I said, it may go past it, wake up with the price action, and then go back up. It just depends on how it holds this support level. So far, right this second, it is holding its support level on this longer time frame. So not too shabby right now. Go to the month range, you see it's still holding at this point. Hold on, let me go back. All right, so our support range right here on basically the week is our resistance on the month time frame. So we'll see how this works out, but it looks like we got rejected this month. We're getting rejected this month, and then we go into a downtrend and then come right here, bounce up, and then go back to retest. I think that's kind of what we break to go back up, unless something dramatic happens and sends us below the 89 to like 90K range. That's kind of how I'm feeling, how that kind of works out. Just judging off the current price action right this second. Things could change though.
For sure. And that's the beauty of crypto is it's always changing.
Yeah.
Always changing.
And shout out to everybody who's in the building right now. I see we got some people on Twitter, we got some people on YouTube. So man, if you could hit that like button, man. Retweet, like on Twitter, all that good stuff. Tell a friend. Try to drop some good information inside of here. Do take questions if you guys want to throw any opinions out there, or if you think that I'm just full of shit, I'm cool with that too. Toss that in the chat. Hit the dislike button with that shit talking that gets tossed in the chat. I'm cool with that too. But yeah, that's just looking at it just from a broad perspective. There's a lot of different things I would like to of course, first person. But but yeah, so let's talk about the DeFi sector. how do you feel like what's going on in the market kind of affected the DeFi sector? We just saw Bitcoin and Ethereum go down about 5-6% on both of them, and just DeFi as a whole. How do you feel like it kind of absorbed that blow? Are we coming down further on DeFi on some of these projects that are kind of considered like the upper echelon projects out there? Are we going to be slower on launches? What's your opinion of the DeFi market at this point?
Like on days like today where Bitcoin's taking a 5% hit, you look at Doge taking a 10% hit, and that's going to be kind of how the alts are, especially in the DeFi side, where when Bitcoin's down a couple of percent, meme coins and other projects are probably going to be down just a little bit bigger. So I'm not surprised. If anything, I'm actually looking for those conviction plays that are on discount today. XRP 230, like wasn't it just 260 just a couple of days ago?
Yeah,
I mean, that's 30 cents there that you can make some profit on. Doge is down 10%, things like that. So for me, I look at it as like a little flash, instead of a flash crash, it's a flash sale where I'm able to kind of come pick up things on clearance. Dollar cost average, I just bought some XRP the other day. So now I'm able to bring that price down with some, by buying it cheaper. So
yeah,
to me, that's kind of how it is. But like I said, man, it's hard for me to kind of guess what's going to happen. I want to get to like the inauguration and see what happens then, and then really, I think we can have a better picture painted, or at least I will be able to see a picture of kind of where we're headed better. But that doesn't. I mean, Brett, I think is going to do those blue chip meme coins, Pepe, Brett, Doge. Those are some solid ones. You know, but then you got new ones out there. You got new projects. Like there's a Lofi over on the that just launched. That's like going crazy. So I mean, memes right now are hot. I think a lot of folks are they're seeing Bitcoin at this massive market cap, Ethereum at this massive market cap, these big market caps, and they're like, man, for me, especially me, I like to gamble over in the low market cap sector because there's more opportunity for more gains. But
well,
memes. Oh, go ahead.
man, look, no, look. So what I'm looking at it from is Bitcoin pretty much took a shit. We had Ethereum that pretty much took a shit, and the market's following it. You know what I mean? Memes right now are hot. Like I can say that with ease, man. There are some memes that are launching daily that are coming out and going to millions, or you know what I mean? Like whatever X they're doing. You know what I mean? So it's the meme market has been really nice, but right this second, like even looking at just Dex tools, if you look at the trending tokens right now, it's literally a sea of red that's trending across to that, and I'll actually show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you look at the top and that ticker, those tickers that are going across the top for the trending tokens, you see almost all of them are down. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it's around like 10 to 20% that all of them are down currently right now. So Bitcoin got hit about 5-6%, Ethereum 6%, and we literally see the entire market kind of doubling almost what Bitcoin and Ethereum did, and the downtrend currently right now. So the market's definitely following what Bitcoin and Ethereum got going on. There's some projects that are pretty much holding because volume has halted in a lot of different locations. But if you actually look at this project that I got up right now, Marbits, this project is one of the projects that I would say is holding its range currently right now. Because if you look at where we kind of are right this second, and drop a line for visual perspectives of where we are currently and how we're kind of holding. If I can get my hand right, all right, bam. So this range right here is kind of our sweet spot right this second, and where they've kind of been trading at. If you look at that green line, and it's holding pretty well. You know what I mean? Volume all around for meme coins has kind of slowed up with the dump in the market, but one project that I could say is holding its range and eventually is going to start to squeeze in. I like the structure of this chart. I like the community behind this chart. And there's not too many charts that are green right now. So I think that's saying a lot. So we got 1.28% on the day, holding this range, still strong liquidity, man. What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I was like, honestly, before you brought up Marsbit, I was about to shout them out for being up on a day of red. So shout out to Marsbit. But for me, this is a pre-sale, and anybody that I know, anybody that's been around me, I am not a pre-sale guy. I try to stay away from. But this one here, I actually like. I know the creator Two Pit. He's a YouTuber, solid guy, been out there for a long time. So I jumped in on this one. And what you're seeing here is a community that is actually holding. It looks like they've had a little bit of some bigger whales, some bigger wallets, maybe take some profits. But you're seeing a community that is truly standing behind the project, know what's coming for the project, and holding, which is honestly something that is extremely rare when you have a pre-sale, when you have things like that, where there's no vestige. Like I got in the pre-sale, I had my tokens in launch. Simple as that. Like I could have sold at any point in time, but like I said, I know Two Bit. I know kind of what he's got going on over there, and I think the community has bought in and is kind of rallying behind him and holding that chart very, very strongly. Even on a day where Bitcoin's down 5 and a lot of memes, like Cup just said, down 10 to 20%. So shout out to Marbits.
Yeah, so if you didn't catch it, man, 3 days ago he had his stream to where he was giving out 5K in crypto, and it was for the Marbits race that he was doing, man. He had a lot of participation inside of that race, which was definitely good to see. A lot of people enjoyed coming out and racing and just talking in the chat and just kind of bringing back those previous vibes that we saw in crypto, to where people actually talked to each other, actually got to bond and you know what I mean, just kind of chat it up and enjoy themselves and have fun for once while still making money, because $5,000 is not a small amount to give out in one period of time. So definitely shouts out to Two Bit and the team for putting that together. But yeah, they had their race going, man, and it was definitely an interesting one, man. That track, man, I've told you guys previously, I was not the best at following the marbles. This guy is a damn pro. So he definitely has the showsmanship, man, just kind of commentating the scene that was going on at the time, man. The marbles that were coming down, kind of making it theatric. Like the whole like vibe of the event was really nice. I feel like everybody enjoyed themselves, whether they won or not. I'm very sure that the winner enjoyed themselves, because they ended up walking away with $1,500 in Ethereum. So didn't have to go and sell a token, wasn't in a native token. They get $1,500 on Ethereum. So that is definitely nice. I can see a lot more communities kind of getting into this, more adoption, more marbles going, more opportunities, and more chances coming. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fire. $1,500 for a marble race. I mean, who wouldn't love that? Who wouldn't love to win that? So I have a feeling that that's not going to be the last marble race cup. I have a feeling.
Yeah, most definitely. They're doing it every Sunday, so the amounts will vary. I feel like they were coming out the gate swinging this time, kind of letting people know what could be possibly coming in the future. Go ahead and giving out that 5K. As volume increases, man, the sky is the limit for this project as far as how much they can give out, man. It's going to be up to Two Bit and the team, how much they want to kind of push the limits there. I think they have a lot going for them there, just as most people are looking for a place to where they can communicate. If you look at the foundation of the Marbits project, if a lot of people come to Two Bits channel to learn about the market, learn about current events in the market, kind of how things are turning. He has segments to where he goes over memes and stuff like that. So you get you get a lot of crypto knowledge inside of his environment that he's kind of created, his ecosystem. So with you buying the Marbase token, kind of becoming one of the holders, part of that ecosystem, you get a vast amount of knowledge, a lot of different people who kind of communicate and talk about different projects, the market as a whole. There's a lot of knowledgeable people in the chat, and 2-Bit is knowledgeable himself, along with the marbles races that you get on top of that. So it's just there's a lot of pluses, I feel like, for you to kind of look into kind of being involved in that community, even if you're just filling it out at first, man. Tune in to 2-Bit's channel and kind of fill him out just as a developer, as a person, as a streamer, and kind of see how you feel about him, and then kind of move forward from there. I think honestly that most people will see that he's a genuine person. He has genuine intent with the project that he created. There's possibilities of adoption far and wide from a lot of different communities, just from people wanting to actually finally have fun. There's a lot of people in crypto that want to have fun in crypto. Most people think that there's just people just strictly here, they have to get money, G projects, move forward. There are people here looking for solid projects, early opportunities for things that are going to get widely adopted, and those people are willing to actually be inside of the project, and from them being inside of the project, grow with the project, because they understand that it's a smaller company essentially starting up. You're getting in a startup company, you're getting there early. There's going to be some building to it. There's going to be some ups. There's going to be some downs. But overall, you have to be confident with riding with the company that you're with. And I think there's solid people behind the team of Marbits. So with that being said, man, Justin, you want to toss anything in on it?
Yeah, I would say just check out the Telegram. Check out 2-Bit. Just give him a check out. See what you think about him. Check out the project. Jump in that Telegram. There, that community is very, very, very active, especially in the Telegram. So if you do have questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Cuff, and we can get you pointed in the right direction. Or you can jump into that Telegram and ask there as well. So man, that's a project that like I said, I got in. I was lucky enough to get into that pre-sale. That pre-sale went that pre-sale sold down 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
To let you know about the community, most of a lot of the community didn't even get in on the pre-sale, so they had to buy at launch. So you got a good foundation over there. Like we said, check it out. Get over there in the Telegram, ask questions, and do your due diligence.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Definitely. Most definitely, man. Check it out, man. Give them a look over, man. See how you feel about it, man. Definitely early stages, market super early, especially if we have a pullback at this point. We're gonna once again have not the same opportunities, because I think that we're not gonna hit the lows that we saw on a lot of different tokens. We were pretty damn low on a lot of tokens, but it seems like we're even though we're going down, we're still forming an uptrend. So even if you look at some of these bigger tokens, whether we go from ETH to, matter of fact, let's go over here and put it into a larger perspective. So on the month, you can see uptrend. It started. This is our low for right here, high, our new low, which is higher. Then I don't know, this is going to be our top right here. This will be our new high. Then when we fall down to, will be our new low, wherever that's going to be at, whether it's here, there. We hopefully won't come around this range, but you know what I mean. We'll see how it pans out. Let's see, what token do I want to pull up? Let's go Doge for shits and giggles. Oh my god, not the I haven't been on Doge's chart in a while, so that threw me off. That was well timed, so I like it. But you see, we had a nice consolidation around this range. We pumped, made a new high after the consolidation. After breaking out of that range, came down, bam, retest, used our previous low consolidation as a support, and then that bounce was beautiful. You know what I mean? Of course, news of Elon being incorporated with Trump is beautiful news. Elon pushing Doge, a lot of positive news going forward. We can possibly see Doge at a couple bucks. You know what I mean? Especially once volume starts to really kick in. So let's go. Solana bam, month time frame. Even though we're pulling back, once again, consolidation, bam, broke out of range. And then you kind of see high, low, high, and then we'll create another low. Hopefully that's still higher than this one and keep going up, continue this uptrend. But it's pretty much the same story on a lot of the tokens that people are looking at. We broken, and unless we breaking just to an all-out downtrend, the prices that you saw a lot of different tokens previously hovering at, you probably won't see again. But new support levels that have been generated, you'll be able to get it around that range and kind of DCA or get in finally and still be able to get some of those gains, because I think that we do try to reach some new all-time highs on a few tokens and break some barriers on a few also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, you these days like today where the red, like I said, I'm looking to buy. I'm looking at what's on discount, what's on clearance, what can I scoop up and add to my collection, or what can I increase my bag on. So when you it's one of those things where we've been around for so long. Like we've been doing this 3+ years.
Yeah.
3+ years. I mean, and that's just on YouTube. We've seen so many days like this that, like, before we used to get like, oh my god, what's happening? Now we're just like, hell yeah, let's go. I mean, 5%. Let's make it 7%. Let's why not give me that way we can buy more at a cheaper price, because we have conviction in these plays and things like that. So, today's the day where it's not pretty to look at, unless you're buying, and then you're like, heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And with that being said, we're going to start to wrap things up, man. I'd like to make this last portion of the segment for if anybody has any charts they want us to look at, maybe just quickly map out. Guys can throw it in as we're still building the channel up right now, so it's going to be slow motion for a little bit in the chat and stuff like that. So as we build up, you know what I mean, there'll be different probably different ways we do it, different rules behind it. But as of right now, man, we toss some in the chat. We don't mind pulling it up, kind of looking at it, running through the chart, or maybe the website community. So yeah, man, you guys are more than welcome. I see you got something shared up, man. What you got, man?
Yeah, I just hopped over onto X and I actually just saw the Marbits posted a little while ago that they actually have week two coming up. So if you are interested in getting in on that race and a chance to win, current race is not over yet. So in it, you got 3 days, 23 hours, 12 minutes, 38 seconds. Of course, that was a few hours ago. If you want a chance to get in on the next marble race, there you go.
Yeah, so every Sunday they're going to be racing for something, whether it's $500, $200, $1,500, $1,000, $15,000, $1 million. I don't know what the amounts are going to be. I don't know how wild the team is going to get, man. So we're just going to sit back, watch, and kind of watch this unfold. But like I said, a lot of adoption has been behind this. There's a lot of different communities looking into it. I know of a lot of different communities that are thinking about utilizing it. So I'm going to be definitely watching this one closely and kind of seeing how it develops. So, man, I can't wait for the next race too. Like I said, it was very animated. Tube definitely knows how to animate those marble races and kind of get people really into it and kind of to tune into it. So yeah, no, I think it's pretty nice, man. I think it's pretty nice. But
yeah, I'm excited.
It's slow motion, so I'm not really seeing too much of anything inside of the chat right this second, man. So hopefully you guys keep tuning in. What's up?
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick, man. I appreciate everybody for coming out. I just looked over on my side. Got a handful of people watching. I think we're at like 40, 50 folks, somewhere around there. So appreciate y'all over on Twitter. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that retweet button, leave me a comment, do something like that, do something cool. Just do something cool. I don't even know what it is. Just cool. But yeah, appreciate everybody. We got it's pretty cool. StreamYard stepping their game up over here, where we can stream to Cuff's locations plus my location. So that's pretty legit over there. So I'm looking forward to seeing if we get Vern over here. Vern can start posting. He's been talking about that YouTube channel. So we can start posting to his own YouTube channel as well. So
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see not only the future of what crypto's got for us, but what we got around. We got some things over here that we try to do. Make sure that we have a good time during this next bull run for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so man, you guys tune in, man. I'm trying to get on a more regular schedule. It'll start becoming more and more. We'll start beefing up schedule, trying to come on more. I'm trying to get consistent back to where I can at least have like the 5 days of the week just be on, and probably just the weekend be off. I'm gonna try to sprinkle in some Twitter spaces. You know what I mean? So just getting back into the mix of things. I'm gonna get back into the algorithm. Takes a little bit of work, but won't take that much work for me. I still got people contacting me about different projects, stuff like that. So definitely won't be too hard, man. We'll get this back up and churning, man. I'm also gonna have some different giveaways going. I may do one next stream, and I'll attach it to the actual link. I'll get that link out. If not tonight, I'll get that link out tomorrow for you guys to kind of go ahead and RSVP, get your seats. But other than that, man, we'll have different themes each stream we're doing. I think next stream I might just hop into DJ Land. Maybe we hop into the Ape Store, watch some of these launches live. You know what I mean? Kind of just go through some general information. Will not be giving out any of Cuff's secret sauce. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys seen Good Burger, but I'm that serious about my sauce. Got to keep it where it's at. So, but yeah, we'll go through some things. We'll watch some rug pulls live. You don't have to wait that long. Most times, you'll see it. Hopefully, you guys can self-identify some patterns. If not, tap into what I'm gonna be having going, man. We'll get the Discord going and some other things going back up. So so yeah, man. Other than that, man, I guess you guys can enjoy the rest of your night, man. We greatly appreciate you guys coming out. Justin, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Two things in this world y'all can control at all times: attitude and effort. Stay positive. Give 110% love, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
All right, man. You guys know what it is, man. Next time we come out, man. Hope to see you guys, man. Tweet it out. Show a friend, man. Tell them to watch later. We're out here.